This is the exact powder coat color that the Pro Circuit Kawasaki team used on their KX125 two-strokes. Stay tuned. What's up everybody, Greg Hitchko here. Thanks for visiting the channel. And if you yourself are building a Pro Circuit Kawasaki two-stroke, or you just dislike the dull green color of the OEM frame, then this video is for you. Sitting next to me is my 99 split fire KX250 that I just recently finished building. I was the same exact person like you guys watching this video right now. I was trying to find out what the heck that powder coat color was. The color that the Pro Circuit team used is from a company called Tiger Coatings, and the number code is 49/51340, and it's their fluorescent green color. But here's the catch. Unless you're an actual powder coat dealer, you can't buy the powder coat directly from Tiger Coatings. So how do you go about buying it? There's actually two ways that I'm gonna tell you right now. So I went to a local powder coater to powder coat my frame that fluorescent green color. Since he was a dealer, he was able to source the powder coat for me. However, Tiger Coatings required a minimum of 5-pound purchase of the powder in order for him to even buy it. He couldn't buy it in smaller quantities, and frames take about a pound or less to powder coat depending on who your powder coater is. So my powder coater had to buy that 5-pound box, and he actually charged me the $200 for the 5-pound box of powder, which, as you can imagine, it's not the most ideal situation. I was able to keep the powder though for myself if I were to need to ever re-powder coat this frame, do another bike. I was able to sell off a couple pounds of the powder so other people could powder coat their frames this color, but as you can imagine, it wasn't the most ideal situation to pay $200 for the powder coat and then have the powder coater charge me to do the work. So if you do decide to go through a powder coater, just double check with your coater to make sure that they will or will not charge you for that 5-pound box of powder. So the second way, which is the way more cost efficient way to do it, and I probably should have done this myself, is that they're actually selling the powder coat color 49/51340 off of eBay. So you can buy a 1-pound quantity or a 5-pound quantity. The 1-pound quantity is $23.99 plus $9 shipping. I've linked it down in my description below, so it's super easy for you guys to find. Or you can buy the 5-pound box of powder for $115.95, but you get free shipping on that. If I were to go back and redo it, I would definitely buy the 1-pound box from eBay for the $23.99 plus the $9 shipping. And one specific thing to note on the powder coat color, your OEM green plastics will not work with the flow green color here. So you can see that I threw my OEM plastics onto the flow green powder coated frame, and it just looks completely off. And this was when I was first test riding the bike. I didn't want to ride with the brand new graphics and plastics. So if you're going to go that route of a PC bike anyway, they only use a flow green front fender and all the rest of the fenders are black. So the place that I know of where to get a flow green front fender is from UFO. Their flow green is a tiny bit different from their old flow green from back in the day when these teams used to use it. But here you can see a picture. The old flow green is on the top, the new flow green is on the bottom. Old flow is just a little bit darker than the new flow green, but it's gonna look way better than the OEM dull KX green that comes stock on these bikes. But there you guys have it. That is the powder coat color that the Pro Circuit Kawasaki team used, the Tiger Coatings 49/51340. Going through the link in my description below to purchase through eBay is probably the best and most cheapest way that you can go about doing it, and then you just bring it to your powder coater, have them spray it for you. But I really hope I provided some value to you guys in this video, and if I did, do me a favor, just hit that like button for me. And if you're a KX guy or just like bike builds in general, I've got this entire bike build over on my channel as well, where I break down the entire bike. I do the engine rebuild process step by step, so if you need a tutorial on that, as well as suspension tutorials. And also, this bike was ridden by David Pingree down in Southern California at Fox Raceway. They did a test with Whiskey Throttle Media, so I've linked that video in my description below as well. But we're gonna wrap this thing up, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, ride hard, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace!